button.
This is Björn Lundberg. Welcome to Threefold Talk.
I don't think I'm ever gonna get used to it, if I'm honest. Like, I don't like. We played it last week, and I just like my brain fizzled out when his voice came on. And it's just gonna keep happening, I think.
It was great. I watched back last week when I had a chance, and it was just you all kind of forgot that it happened, you know,
Yeah.
and then it played again, and you were like, "Oh yeah, it's him."
But it we know that it's that one because we had a conversation. I was like, "Are we using this one that says Bjorn intro?" I guess we are. Okay,
Oh,
Bjorn
yeah.
intro. We're playing it like it's named Bjorn intro, so we know what it is.
That's true. I did name the Bjorn intro. Yeah,
It's his voice just like stops time. It's
you're muted, Leigh-A.
That's good because I squealed, and nobody needs to hear that. But yes, that intro is just instant.
Tell us about what you are wearing on your chest.
Ooh, so I had a big career fair today. So I went out and got some new digs. And this material reminded me very much of a lot of the Suwan material. So
Yeah.
I'm just like, you know what? We're talking costumes. I'm going to wear my Melindhra dress.
Love it.
So it's
I
very
love
shiny.
absolutely beautiful.
That's so cool. You look great.
Thanks.
You look great. Yeah, so today we're taking not a super deep dive into costumes. We're kind of just like surface level, like just squeeing over the things that we love because we didn't really have a lot of time to squee over costumes during the season because we were squeeing over everything, you know?
Yeah.
So much squee.
So much. Yeah, but it's good to like be able to like start diving in and zooming in on some of the stuff that we love to talk about.
Yeah.
It's
going to be a good time.
Yeah.
But before we do that, we've had one set of awesome voices, or one awesome voice. Shall we kick it off with a couple more awesome voices and have some dailies out?
Always.
Obviously.
Let's do it.
Brothers and sisters,
it is time to cover up your face.
For the wheel of time has news, and we shall dance the spheres with it.
This is the Daily Veil.
All right, so to kick off, last week we talked about a couple of articles that various online magazines have written about our whole Renew What campaign that has been going on. And this week, Collider, which is probably like double, triple the size of the other two articles that we talked about last week, they actually wrote an amazing article. It was very concise, really got into, just the love that the fandom had. And on top of that, they actually wrote the steps that you can take as a fan on how to contact people, where to sign up, some of the promotions that the community's got going on. So it's quite an excellent article that was put together by Marissa, who is, when Carly allows other people from Collider to write about the Wheel of Time, Marissa usually is that person. So
Carly said that she shared the press release that went out about it with the news team. So Marissa maybe is more on the news side. Carly's more on the editing and review side. But speaking of the campaign, our current letter count is 43,082 letters. So keep telling your friends. Keep making sure that if you haven't sent in a letter that you do. There are more fan actions coming up to help keep everyone engaged and keep everyone pushing forward so that we can support this amazing show. And Leigh-A actually has one that she's going to share in a minute.
Thanks for that. Awesome lead-in. Yes, the What series has the hashtag What Wednesday giveaway, but it wasn't just yesterday. So they have a poster that's signed by Rosamund Pike. Yes. Thank you, Rob, for the in-person demonstration and to make us all very jealous. But if you're not...
You two will be getting this at WhatCon, okay? So...
So if you don't have a hookup like a co-host that went to the premiere, you can enter they posted this on BlueSky, Twitter, and Threads. So on any of those platforms, you can go and quote. We're so used to saying quote tweet.
Repost
with a quote. Quote post. Quote. Anyways, we'll figure out a word for that. But it says you need to use the hashtag RenewWhat and hashtag the Wheel of Time, and then you can be entered for this drawing. And Mel, you looked up when this closes?
Yeah, you have until basically 11:59 p.m. Eastern on Sunday to do this, to enter. So get your quote tweets in.
Get your social media on.
Get your socials on. Share why you love this show and why you want it renewed, and keep it going.
Yeah. All right. And then we'll see if I can make this work, because you know how successful I am with all of my... Okay, I can't even hear it.
We can't hear that.
All right. So this is Rosamund Pike with her dulcet tones announcing that they have started the audiobook for The Shadow Rising. So Yay! I know. So,
that's awesome.
And she talks a lot about Moraine and Viridian. So anyways, that's on her Instagram, social media. We're all very excited about that.
Did you see the thing about that she said about?
Yes. So there was also, she and Sophie are in the works to possibly co-narrate New Spring. And that is possibly going to happen sooner rather than later. So part of Rosamund Pike is spreading these rumors. So it's not a complete rumor mill. It's kind of primary sources. But
I might be able to play the video. Let me try.
Yes, here I can send you guys the link, because I meant to send it to y'all before, and there we go.
But growl, and others repeated it. Oh. Hello everyone, I'm Rosamund Pike, and I'm in the studio today recording the fourth book in Robert Jordan's epic Wheel of Time series, The Shadow Rising. One of the most beautiful, evocative, important moments of The Shadow Rising is Rand's journey into Ruidian, this mysterious city in the clouds in the Aiel Waste. Moraine also goes into Ruidian. In the books, so does Matt. And it's just this extraordinary, almost psychedelic place of self-discovery. And I want to be away from you and back to Ruidian if you will not answer me. Open up a door and let me... Dan, another man said. And one of the women echoed, Dan! I think there's a lot of Robert Jordan's writing that is mystical, spiritual, and I think he manages to convey that with electrifying storytelling. And for me, encountering Ruidian, whether it be in the books or in the season as we shot it, was truly amazing.
and
I
a
think that was
correction.
actually just an ad for it.
It's now available. So if they're not recording
saying
it,
they got
it's
it
now
last year.
available.
Yeah, people
Really?
are saying that's an old ad. They got it last summer. Are you sure
Oh,
it
but
wasn't?
Audible it was posted 2
Fires of
days ago.
Heaven?
Anyways, we just got excited about Rosamund Pike. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Rosemary.
mean,
just
I'm not
posted
mad
it.
about hearing snippets of her recording. It's
This is
pretty
true.
great. It's cool to like watch how she gets into it when she's in a room by herself.
oh yeah. She's a fort. Oh, hello, Sulin.
Yeah, this is Sulin. She's fussing about.
Oh, and she really does love to be cuddled. Look at how oh, she's just sitting there.
Yeah,
Just chilling.
she's like,
Like,
what's going on?
I got my dad. I got my. She's unlike Book Sulin. She's a diva.
Yeah, this one is.
I want to be seen. I want to be seen by all the people.
I don't know. I feel like Poksulin's a bit of a diva.
More scratches for the collection. All right, I gotta switch cameras. I'll be back in a second.
Okay. We do have one more piece of not necessarily news, but we've got teasers.
Pre-news?
Pre-news, I guess. Yeah, that's the way we do.
Keep your eyes peeled news.
Yeah.
Keep your snake tongue on your microphone news.
Okay.
Yeah. That Wide Eyes little season 5 is coming. Yeah.
The crowd
It's
goes
very
wild.
Our friend Matt Murdoch shared in our Discord, if you guys didn't see it, we at the beginning of January we had like a conversation about like New Year's resolutions, and then we kind of started a thread for goals for people to like hold each other accountable and post updates when they celebrate like achieving one of their goals. And Matt shared this awesome Val and Luca
oh my gosh,
that he just
so incredible.
He just put together. It's really fun. You should go listen to it if you haven't had a chance. But yes, just a teaser. Matt, of course, has like 47 parodies in the works, just like Sean Snay and all the other people who are like.
Shall we?
The overachievers.
Do we want to play a tiny snippet?
Oh my gosh,
Okay,
yes.
we can do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For
All
sure.
right. Let's play a tiny snippet.
This show is quite the sight. Pretty ladies doing feats with no explaining as to how. They're not on dead by now. Oh, feels like I need a space. All as my heart is pounding. It's astounding. As another horse sounding the next show.
And that's it, because you need to go watch it.
Yes.
Yeah, go watch it. Reviews. Great job, Matt. Yeah, Patrick said that's such a great graphic. Have we seen that before? I don't remember if we've seen that like snake with a mic graphic before.
Yes, we have seen that before. Yeah, because that's on the coasters.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I think I just skimmed over it, just assumed it was a Wheel of Time logo. Like the normal one. But so clever.
And then Rob, you've got one piece of news.
I might, folks, if you're not aware.
If you're not a Wetlander?
If you're not aware, Malkier is happening August 29th to 31st. You should be coming and joining us. Last year we had awesome fun with Guy Roberts joining us, and then last minute fun guests of Rob Goodwin and Hayley McCready. This year the pattern's finally alive, folks. Julia Howland herself will be coming down to Malkier. She's managed to line up part of her schedule so she can stop by and join us. So please grab your tickets. There will be other announcements hopefully coming at some point in the next month or two while we work on things. But yeah, this has been something I've been trying to achieve for a while. I've invited Natty. I've asked if Natty or Juliet can come every single year. Last year, Amazon finally were like, yeah, that's fine. But unfortunately, she was not available. She was vacationing elsewhere for her first holiday in quite some time. Totally fair. I was like, you need vacation. Everyone needs a vacation. But yeah, this year she's like, no, the pattern's going to work out. I can be there. So, and we've already worked out a couple of really, really fun surprises. So yes,
That's awesome.
yay! Oh, I love this. Can someone give her a tearful hug for me? Aww.
Aww.
And Lottie, I wish she was not in Canada and could attend. Aw, I wish you could attend too. Also, just going back to a comment here from Spuds. When I picked up Sulu and Hound by Calico and never let me pick her up. She does like to be cuddled. However, she has no chill when it comes to being put down. And she has just scratched my wrist as she's like leapt out of my arms just before. Like right there. It stings.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sure that looks amazing.
Right next to 2 scars that she got there like 3 weeks ago. So she's good for it. Don't worry.
At least she's consistent.
Yeah, she is consistent. Yeah, so but yeah, Juliet's coming down, and I cannot wait for that.
I love that she has toe spears to attack you.
She
Too
has
late.
Oh,
Not
so
Juliet.
yes,
We're jumping topics.
that's fine.
We're
yes.
full on 3-volt talking tonight.
Yeah, 3-fold total. That's true.
Oh man, you know what would be really cool if Juliet brought a chicken.
Last year we joked. She was like, "Oh my god, wouldn't it be great if it come?" But I wish I could bring a chicken. That would the girls would love it. But also, yeah. So sadly, no. If we did it in Manchester, still,
Yeah,
you know,
I was gonna say
It's an
getting-
emotional support chicken.
emotional
right?
support chicken. Absolutely, it's a thing.
she's their emotional support human, and they can't live without her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and there's a giant nest thing in the like outside area that the chicken can live
There
in.
is a big
Yeah.
giant nest thing outside.
Yeah, definitely, yes, there is a big nest egg. That is so true.
Perfect for chickens.
Oh, the chickens. Ow, the chickens. Yeah, so unfortunately she can't bring a chicken, but she thought it'd be a fun idea. People would enjoy that. So yeah.
That's awesome.
Mhm.
That's so cool. I'm so glad she gets to come and you guys.
Yeah, finally. You've been working on that for
Yes. Every single year.
every single year. I was gonna say,
That's
Yeah.
awesome. It's just
so happy
Yeah.
for you.
Thank you. I'm very happy.
Are
to.
they only gonna let you have people who died? Is that the idea? Like you can
I
only
mean-
have people who are dead?
Is Guy no, because last year I was allowed to invite other people.
They were costume designers.
They're just not
They
cast,
said
they're
people.
crew.
Yeah, no, well, yeah. I meant cast. Like I know the crew who were there are not dead, and they were amazing. And
Yes.
So good.
more of them, please. But
Yes, please.
But yeah, but cast would be awesome too.
It would be cool. I don't know. We'll see. I keep asking. Amazon say what they say. So, we'll find out. I don't know.
I mean, you show into whatever con in like weird Czech.
In
Comic-Con in
Germany, France, somewhere in
Yeah.
Europe. Yeah. So
Yeah.
like Blind and Fall. Now I want Elaine to tie so she can go to Malkier Con. Wow. Look,
Okay.
let's just say I set lofty goals, folks, to see what I can hit. Next year is our 5th year.
One hand Mel.
There's
One hand.
definitely one dead Aiel you could already.
I was gonna
invite.
Just-
say there's
Just leaving that out there.
We've got
Next year is our 5th year. Just
we've got
leaving that there.
Stuan, we've got Loyal, we've got Samael,
We got
we got
Melindhra.
Ishmael, Melindhra. You already mentioned her. I was adding on to your list.
Oh, I thought we were gonna stay focused.
We got,
on
like,
Aiel because it's
half
our
of
5th year.
Leandrin's friends. So that all got
That's true. That's
so-
true. Fair number of them. Aw. I don't think
Okay.
anyone would
Terrible.
be safe in a room
Terrible.
with the actress who played Jane.
Jane.
Jane. I
Oh
think
my
it was.
god, I
Jane.
would pass out.
Like the amount of thirst for that poor lady.
Mhm.
Pretty
There
impressive.
was a lot of thirst straight off the bat, wasn't there? So,
Yes,
yes.
it's so good.
So, anyway, it's the beginning of the month, people. Ish. Close. I missed it last week because I wasn't here because I was not well. So, new members, people. There's some memberships out there. Go enjoy.
Woo!
Welcome to Rena, daughter, DAWGT. I think hopefully I've said that right. Befana, Angie, and Brian.
Yeah!
Yay!
Welcome to you all.
Yay to go
Rebels!
members!
You get to add fun emojis in chat now. So, and I'll drop maybe 5 later as well. So, we'll see.
Maybe.
See how I'm feeling. Maybe
Does
I'm feeling
anyone
frisky.
have a calendar to flip, or did we?
We
do
did that last week.
Did we
Yeah,
do
you've-
that?
Without Rob here, we did it.
Good job. I remembered very clearly.
You flipped me without me. So, yeah.
Yeah.
He deliberately missed last week, so he didn't have to deal with the flip in person.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
And then Brian posted on BlueSky that I was this month anyway. So I was just like, God damn it. So fun topic for next year's calendar. Actually, that's reminded me. We were throwing around, Brian and I were throwing around suggestions for next year, and 2 names popped up, and we were like, should we go for the guy or the girl? And we were like, well, we've done a guy and then a girl, so like we'll probably go back to the guy, but like let's just say it might be extra topical for next year. So
I'm guessing Yosha. Because Yosha has a very active...
that guy likes to post photos, that's certainly true.
Sure does.
That's my prediction of what
All right.
y'all...
There's a fair number of good ones to recreate. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you imagine if we did, like, Kira, for example, we would just have 12 months of Kevin.
That's what it would have to be. That's what it would have to be. Absolutely.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad at that.
So, yeah. Oh my god, Light Blind Fool, if you ever have Leigh-A Costa, you may have to guard the snack table so she doesn't baby bird it.
Accurate.
That's at Malkier, folks. If you're not aware, that's at MalkierCon. So this was a tradition I think started because I made like honey cake cupcakes. So I brought like the snacks were a thing. So I brought them in, and people were like, "Oh, I'll bring things from here. Bring some." You know, they just started small. People bringing things because there's like multiple countries of people that turn up. We get people from Canada, America, and we get like Sweden, Norway, England, Great Britain, Ireland. Then you have like France, Germany. You know, we got fresh baklava from Israel last year. There is, oh god, there's just so many countries in Europe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It really is a United Nations of...
Yes. And yeah, we had people come from Australia as
Australia,
well. So,
yeah.
So people bring snacks, and we have a snack exchange. In fact, this year I think I'm going to need 2 tables. Let's put it that way. All of people's,
need more space.
you know, eat at your own volition, folks. It's like I can't control, like I can't store it. I can't like control allergens and things like that. So there'll be like a disclaimer being like, look, eat at your own. Not that I'm concerned about people bringing stuff, but eat at your own risk for your own like dietary needs and preferences is you know obviously the requirement there. But you know it's just a wonderful thing where people just bring piles and piles of snacks, and it's so
very
cute.
generous. Like
It's extremely generous,
and it's not just the snacks. People make like bracelets, pens. Like there's just a whole gamut of things that people bring to give to all the participants of MalkierCon.
I still have the Golden Crane MalkierCon fridge magnet that I got for Juliet last year, which I'll be able to bring this year and give to her and be like, ta! So yes,
I've been holding this just for you.
yes, because I was like, I could just take it back and give it to Juliet at some point. Who knew that would mean just bring it back next year? All right,
It works.
we need
Any
a
more
palette
news?
cleanser. I think that was it, wasn't it?
I think that's all the news. That's
Yep.
all the news I got.
Yep.
Palette cleanser
Okey-dokey.
and
Palette
affirmations.
cleanser. Look at that palette cleanser. We'll play the sound.
Butt rock.
Beautiful. And we'll have a change in music. I don't know why it went loud for a second there. Is that just me? Is that very loud, or is that okay?
It seems louder, but it's like what we normally have it at.
Yeah, I turned down one smidge. There we go.
Every time I look at that butt rock, I think about how I have really good aim.
Yes, you do, and I do not.
Do you know what we say about that?
I don't give a fuck.
Accurate.
Okay.
But at the time, we were all like,
I need a moment.
I'm just preternaturally talented at stabbing things while blind. We just say that.
I'm talented at completely missing the target multiple times.
Yeah, you
Look,
are.
every
That's
single
also
time.
a different kind of talent.
you were accurately, like, there were equal placement both sides. So, you were balanced. So, yeah.
I was setting outside boundaries for people. Like, do not exit this area. That was for Bistro saying 100%.
Very good safety patrol right there.
Right.
Yes, this is true.
Today's
This is true.
affirmation is be a brave bitch today.
Love it. It's a good day.
Yeah.
I just got reminded of something as well from Malkier Con. Nils, the champion, Nils and I are working on something extra specially fun for the Hunt for the Horn.
Ooh.
Because we do a scavenger hunt, folks, at Malkier Con every year, Hunt for the Horn. It's a fun sort of bonding tradition. And Nils approached me last week and said, "Hey, what about this?" And it was absolutely hilarious. And I literally had to send him a voice note of me being unable to control myself laughing. And I was like, yes, we should do this.
Oh man,
So,
I can't wait.
Wow,
But
that was the teasiest tease I've ever heard.
It was meant to be, because it's just gonna it needs to be. Yeah. It just needs to be, a full at the con reveal. So
Okay. Yeah. At the con reveal is fine. Yeah.
So come to Malkier Con to find out what Rob's talking about now.
I can't this year. I can't go dig for dinosaurs. I can't go to Malkier Con.
Dig for dinosaurs?
Yeah. Like a bunch of people I work with have an opportunity to go on a dinosaur dig. And I can't go. And I'm really sad about it. Because
That is extreme.
I wanted to channel my inner Uno.
Who do I need to stab so you can go, like, shovelly stab dinosaurs?
Well, you'd get arrested if you stabbed them. So
Emotionally stab. I feel like if I stabbed anyone, I would get arrested. Like, just
but like extra arrested. People don't
Extra arrested as opposed to just regular arrested.
People don't like foreign nationals coming in and attacking high-level political figures. I'm just saying, it's generally not a thing that's approved.
Well, on that note, let's talk about fashion.
Yay, fashion!
That was a great lead-in.
Light Blinded Fool reminded me that I am very good at digging.
Yeah, I mean, you found the time capsule so fast. It was great. Yes.
I mean, I did have to think about it for a long time to try and retrace my steps and hunt across the vast plethora of sand to find the spot where it was buried.
Yes.
It was a quest.
So, all right. Costumes.
Yeah, so Sharon has been doing a whole bunch of interviews, and we looked at 3 specific ones that she did, so that we're going to talk really quickly about, and then we are going to dig into our favorite costume. So again, like we said at the top of the show, it's going to be not quite of a deep dive as we typically do. I have not yet gone and categorized all of Sharon posts, and
look, there's a whole longing to fill people.
There's
we
a
can't
whole
give it to
longing
you
to
in 1
fill.
week.
Yeah,
We want to do spread them out every now and again. Hey, it's time for another costume, and this time it'll be this culture or that culture or whatever type thing. So yeah, it'll come. It'll come.
Yeah.
patience.
Worry not. The costume content will be beautiful
Mm-hmm.
and
It will.
plentiful.
We promise we will get to the point where we are going deep and long into the costumes.
That is the thing
I
we are
just
fans of.
realized the words
Yes.
coming out of my mouth. I
Deep-
am just
deep
going
and
to
long.
put this up. No.
Very deep, very long.
So Sharon did 2 interviews with YouTubers who talk about TV shows and their costumes. So one was Catherine from Voice of a Costume. And this one, Sharon and Catherine went more into the process, a little bit more of a deep dive on Sharon's background, which was fascinating, and just the creation, and so it was more about Sharon and the show than it was about the show itself. Yeah, very interesting. That one was only an hour long, although I will say on this one of my favorite moments was, I forget the question that was asked, but Sharon's answer was, well, it's all a wheel, as we say, on the wheel of time. And like she kept going back into this, like, and I was like, she is getting it.
Nappy.
Yeah, it was
Yes.
hilarious.
She is one of us, people.
And she was actually recording this from her office, from the set of The Wheel of Time. There was a costume in the background that I didn't recognize from the show, so maybe it was from a different show, or who knows. And then the second interview that she has posted about, and this one was an almost 2-hour interview. And this is Heidi from Costume CO. And again, another person who goes deep into show costume processes. It was a 2-hour interview, and this one was much more of a deep dive into particular costumes. Heidi had gone and taken a whole bunch of the photos from Sharon's Instagram, and so they had like a great conversation about that. I will say, because I'm a bit of a judgy bitch, neither of these people were very familiar with the Wheel of Time, so Sharon did do a lot of explaining about the Wheel of Time. So for somebody, I was just like, I know that, get to the costume stuff.
This is why it was 2 hours long.
Yeah, exactly. Like having to explain what a dark friend is a little bit, or like Andor is like it's a monarchy and da 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 da. So like there was a little bit of that, and so.
The exposition never ends with the Wheel of Time.
Yes. So, but in this one, the costume CO, Sharon did actually mention that when she was starting to create mood boards, when she came on for season 2 and was presenting them to Rafe, and she apologized to him, saying, like, I am so sorry, like, I keep hearing all these stories. She's been working very intimately with Sarah. Sarah apparently gives her like books of notes on all of these like cultures and costumes. Sarah's doing Sarah.
I mean, it's almost like she's the book consultant for the show or something.
It's almost like that, right? But Sharon said she apologized to Rafe for including all this haute couture stuff, but that the way Sarah was describing it and just looking at the scripts, and Rafe was like, I love it, I want more of it, don't ever apologize for including all this haute couture. So when you see things like Robin's Forsaken costume, that's based off of a Dolce & Gabbana look. And there's several other instances, which we will eventually get into, where she does.
I just love the idea of Sammy shopping at Dolce & Gabbana. What outfit am I going to wear for my waist invasion move?
Mm-hmm.
Like...
Yeah.
He goes in, yeah, I want that costume there. Looks good, that. I like that,
Yeah. Exactly.
Sorry. It just
No, no.
You probably should have just shopped at the spider section of the pet store.
Well, in this, she did talk a lot about how she would try very hard to kind of sneak the actors off, especially when you're on site and in the environment that the clothes are meant to be worn on in, and do essentially like pseudo fashion photo shoots with them. So that's where we get some amazing pictures, like Bear and Malane sitting and standing on those rocks, and those weren't candid photos. Those were deliberate photo shoots that were done. And then we get the Lanfear with her, like that very structured geometric shaped cape, which had been longer, and they deliberately took Natasha away into a studio environment and did this very like fashion forward photo shoot with her to get these very dramatic photos. So that's where a lot of so and Sharon, apparently Sharon and Davina and a lot of their crew really want to do more of shoots like that, so like and put together a high fashion photo book.
That's so cool. I would buy it. I would buy it on Amazon.
Right. So she discussed that in this. So as much as I sassed away about like Heidi didn't really understand the story because she doesn't know anything about it, but she asked amazing questions, and like, you know, like she and Sharon just like chit chatted and fed off of each other. So like I've got to like put my Wheel of Time purist shield down and be like, okay, like we've got possible new watchers.
Exactly. It's the moment where they finish that interview and go, well, I asked you like 7 questions in those 2 hours because you had so much to tell me, not just about the costumes, but also the show, that I need to now go watch it. So next time we can talk for 2 hours and I can ask you 20 questions.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
And if you want that article, you can go to Carly's article from the Collider.
Carly!
Yay!
Carly.
Asked a whole bunch of amazing questions that actually, like, being a book reader, being completely obsessed with the show, like we all are, had some really, really good questions. And I won't go into all of them, but she was asking things like the progress of Rand's
Journey through Rhuidian?
Yeah, the journey through Rhuidian, but also showing, from the Age of Legends and the creation from like the Aiel and the Age of Legends and how they progressed to where they are now, and showing that in costume. So that was one of the questions. So it was fascinating to see her Sharon's answer on that, and about the sexiness of course, my scrolling's not working. The Tanchico costumes, which Sharon has said is her favorite group costume that she's ever put together. She really loved working on the Tanchico pieces. So there's amazing answers for that. And then if y'all follow Carly on BlueSky, and I believe also on Twitter, she does actually crowdsource questions, and she asked mine.
Which one was yours?
It was the very last one. So it was like, here, this part, she's talking about Lanfear. She's asking Sharon about Lanfear's costumes. So you can go read all of that. But hold on, scrolling. So my question was, what costumes were you devastated to see destroyed, and which ones were you really excited to see get torn up?
Love it.
And Sharon responded, I love that question. So, and Leandrin's costume was the first one that she mentions. Just like all the work. She had her costume departments, but she'd found this swatch in the Netherlands and then brought it to her costume department. They custom printed that black, that burgundy and red striped part of Leandrin's costume. And so she was apparently just like, I love that dress so much, and I was so sad to see all the stages of like its slow destruction.
Oh.
That's sad.
I've got it here for you. Let me throw that up instead.
Nice.
Bosh. Here's the question here.
Thank you.
Oh, why did you do that?
I don't know. I'm still scrolling.
What? Okay. Well, it's got a whole Wheel of Time page there, folks. I just went to zoom in and it just left it. No, go back. No, okay, it's not doing that. All right, well, we'll find it, folks, and we'll post it. So
We're technologying.
yes, it's just
Collider,
it's not having fun today.
calamity.
Collider, it's a collision of calamity. So collision of calamity at Collider.
Let the Lord
Yes.
of Chaos reign.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. All right. So yeah, they're really cool interviews. I posted a link to the Collider one there. They have a whole page on Wheel of Time, folks, with all their articles collected together. So if you're like, damn, I keep needing to go see these articles, you can go there and just read through them. There's a few as I'm going through it. I'm just like, oh, I actually missed that, so I need to go back and read that one.
Yeah.
So it is worth checking out. You literally just Google Collider and the Wheel of Time, and that page will come up as an option. And there's some really, really awesome articles there, not just by Carly, but obviously by people in the team and such.
I found it. So.
You found it? Brilliant. Let's put it back on screen. Bosh.
All right. So
Can you zoom in a little?
Probably not. I can probably. I could probably do this.
Yeah, that's it. That
That's
worked
the
a bit.
way.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
So Carly asks, oh, well, I don't know what it just did.
No, undo what you did just a little bit.
I have no control. Oh, there we go. It was just adjusting.
Okay.
Now I've got to scroll some more.
No,
right.
never mind.
Carly-
Never mind. It's
Carly
fine.
asked when I
Let's just
mentioned
don't touch anything. Don't touch anything, people.
hands up, hands up, hands up.
Oh,
As they say in the medical field, clear. When I mentioned that I was speaking with you, fans obviously had questions about all the looks that we talked about, but in particular, knowing that multiple versions of these costumes are being made, and a lot of them were worn in fight scenes. Which one were you sad to see destroyed, and which one were you happy to be rid of? So, and this is where she says, that's such a good question. See, it's right there. She said my question was good.
Yeah. I love the line, like, I just would never want, she's like, that's such a good question. Sometimes you do work on things where you're like, oh my God, that was so complicated. I just would never want to see that thing again. There was one in season 2. I can tell you that afterwards. Carly, you have not shared that with us.
Yeah.
And by us, I mean... us.
No. This is Sharon. There was one in season 2. I can tell you that afterwards, I was like, "Oh my God, never."
Oh, I thought she said, but afterwards, as in tell Carly afterwards.
No.
Right.
No.
Sorry, I
She
misread
thought
that.
she would be very happy never to see that costume again. From
Yes.
season 2. I wonder which one you think it is. What was super complicated costume?
Swan's headpiece.
She loves a hat. Our girl loves a hat. She would never say no to another headpiece.
I don't know.
Yeah, she also enjoyed Moraine's costumes going through the rings of Viridian and all of those.
It just
Salty
shows, like,
bastards.
all these interviews show how intentional everything they do is. It's so cool. It's so great how much the costume team has embraced the books and putting those deeply into the show in the ways
Yeah.
that they do. It just
Honestly, like, it's just so cool how much they enjoy it and have fun with it and have fun talking to us about it and posting things. They were all posting stuff, literally, like Haley sent me, she makes mugs, she does pottery for fun. She's making the Wheel of Time mug, and she sent me a picture and be like, Rob, look, I'm making this. And I was like, this is a brilliant looking mug. I'm excited to see the finished product. And it was just like, they think Wheel of Time, they want to talk to the fans about it. And I was like, that's just how awesome the whole team and the people behind this TV show
that's
are.
so cool.
Yeah,
I love it.
So it's great fun.
So Sharon's done a lot more interviews. She's done a lot of interviews with various content creators. So you can obviously go check all those out. But these were 3 of the bigger deep dives that I found that Sharon went into. So we wanted to start off our costume discussion with these conversations that she had. So.
Yes. Now let's talk about our favorite costumes.
Now we can totally talk
I want to see some pictures.
So we, in true Threefold Talk style, we're like, let's just choose one each. And obviously we 100% only chose one each.
Look, I did it in true Wetlander style and chose 0 because I'm just going to pick it now. So.
Yeah, and that's not stressful at all. So, thanks, Ryan.
I'm going to send you like 7 photos in a minute. I'm joking. I'm not.
Okay. So, let me get all those. So, we will start out with, this was one of my favorites.
Oh my god, this is my favorite!
You're going to say that for every single one, aren't you? Let's see if I...
No.
Do it for everyone. Yeah, shrink that window. Shrink it. Shrink it.
Okay, there we go. All right, so lovely Jane.
No, it's Jane. Listen to how Maxim says it in the first episode. It's Jane.
I just look at his face. I don't listen to his voice.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that makes sense.
So we won't go into the details on this, but I love this because I have a small obsession with steampunk, and I just thought this was like, it reminded me a lot of like variations off of a steampunk vibe.
Mm-hmm.
So just the cut and the hat with the veil. It's kind of got the low ruffles.
It's got like that like very Spanish armor kind of look from like
it does, yeah.
From like, I can't remember which particular period it was, where the
conquistadoras,
where the armor was very like silhouetted, with a little poof at the hips. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, for me, it was like the hair. So shout out to Davina. Obviously, shout out to Sharon and the whole team and everyone. But for me, it was the hair that sold everything. I loved it anyway, but it was like the wig or the hair that they've put on Jane here is just, it just finishes and sells the whole thing to me so well. I love it. So and we're being asked for the boots in chat, but I don't think we've got a picture of the boots actually, do we?
No, this is just from Sharon's Instagram. So we did not do any screen grabs from the various episodes.
I do like the like shorts and boots thing.
Yeah,
like the combo was pretty fantastic for that.
That's another thing I love about the Wheel of Time is they don't niche themselves into like, oh, in this period they only wear dresses, even though it's freaking fantasy and it doesn't freaking matter. Like, women are allowed to wear shorts and boots, like, and it's not a crazy concept. So, I love one of the, the first time we see Moraine, she's literally wearing pants. And it's like, yes.
Yeah.
I think that they took Tenchiko and they like went next level with just like completely diverging from any sort of like through line as far as like connection to a particular time and place, and just went like, I love the idea of Sharon imagining like the Black Asha just showing up in Tenchiko and all the different merchants from all the different ships are there and they're just like, I can finally be myself, and they're just like going nuts at the fashion market and having custom clothes tailored and stuff, and it's just like this hodgepodge of like everybody's favorite styles all together.
It was like, aside from wearing a veil, anything and everything.
Exactly.
Like that's your only requirement. Put on a veil of some kind, literally of any kind. It doesn't have to cover your entire face. It can literally be like a band across your eyes or nose or whatever. and then just go nuts and have anything from any culture in any place in any time, because this is the absolute epitome of like a multicultural city, and it's it's great.
I love it.
So yeah.
All right, so close that tab, and so this is just a video. It had, never mind. So then I also really loved Landfair being like, you don't want to be my boyfriend? Okay, I'm going to show you how amazing I am going to look, and I am going to step up my wardrobe, and I am going all extra.
And lengthen my hair in real life somehow.
Yes, absolutely.
Magic.
Because why not? But
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so speaking of hair, remind me
to go bald in the Wheel of Time because you can magic grow hair.
Yeah, I suppose so, or maybe just.
I mean, Elida can grow roses, so why wouldn't you be able to just grow your hair? So, like, I'm sure there's some. They're from the Age of Legends. Like, I'm sure that was a commonly known weave where you just target the follicles in just your head hair and not any other hair.
I love the jilted goth girl Landfair. It's so funny.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Yeah,
it's very Wicked Witch of the West.
It is, and it's like, you know, the headpiece, which has like all the different phases of the moon on it and such, which obviously you can't see in the show very well, but it was just incredible detail. I remember seeing a post about that. I love how the headpiece sort of matches the shoulders. They come up, the shoulders come up like that, and then it's like space for the head, and then the headpiece carries on the shoulder action. And
you know, they're all angled like precisely.
Does she have studded gloves on? Like, are there studs?
I think that's that Age of Legends ring that they all wear.
Oh, but it's like on both sides.
Flick back a couple photos, I think. That might just be the way it's hitting. The light's hitting her.
I don't think it's the ring. I don't think it's the like Tamerlane.
Nah, look, there we go. It's just the way the light must be hitting her because there's nothing there. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I did say something about how like this fabric had metal in it. She looks like
a dinosaur. A Dilophosaurus, I believe, is the one she's talking about.
Ooh, look at you.
Or the raptors.
I don't know.
It's so good.
It's awesome.
She's so mad.
This might be my favorite Landfair outfit.
Really?
It really is so good. For sure.
Maybe. I'm not.
I'm not judging. I'm tickled with that.
We'll have. Oh my gosh, we should totally do a tier ranking of Landfair costumes.
Oh my god. We should.
Because nobody would get mad about that.
Somebody write that down.
Somebody write that down. Someone go put it in the Discord server in the Threefold Talk channel and say, and if you're not a member of that, folks, go click on the link in the description and be a follower of the rest of us.
Excuse me.
A Lantherosaurus. Love that. Light Blinded Fools is also good. You see that one there?
Obsessosaurus.
Obsessosaurus. Sorry. That's so good.
Lantherosaurus. Lantherosaurus. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
And yeah, remind us that we need to do that as an episode. So
the drag queens.
Oh, it's in the vault.
It's in the vault.
100%. So this was Carly gave us some input. This was one of her favorite costumes, was the Maureen at the end of episode 8. And like so many people I've seen are our Sulin, not Kitty Sulin, actually wore a version of this to Jordan Con, and I screamed. I saw her across the room and I literally screamed out loud. But she looked so amazing.
You know what? That's not the first time someone's had to clarify which Sulin we're talking about.
Yeah,
because I was in
so fucking confusing.
I was in a group chat the other day, and I was just like, "Sulin's just been all over me like a rash today." And someone was just like, "Wait, oh, you mean the cat? Okay, yep."
Yeah, that's not going to be confusing at all, Rob.
Important
at all.
Oh, it tickled me. Yeah. I was like, "Oh yeah, we need to clarify that going forward now." Yes.
Particularly this post, I love how how much detail she shared. Like she
Oh,
gave
yeah.
people like full on screenshots of flat views of the laser cut leather. Like you could take that picture, you could turn it into like a file you could then laser cut yourself. She's just like handed it to people. She's like, you know,
Yeah.
you want it. Here it is.
And just the entire process that they went through for this. Yeah. And again, we'll go into lots more detail about this one later because she has extensively talked about this in multiple forums. And as you can see on the side, like there's a lot of writing there. But
Yes, there is. Yeah,
But it's
like
just-
Rob Goodwin. As soon as this was first posted on Instagram, I was like, "That looks like something Rob Goodwin made." And then he shared it. I was like, "I knew this was you." And he's like, "Oh, there's so much detail in this you will not believe."
Yeah.
So cool.
So yeah.
But yeah, so but and it does. It looks absolutely stunning. But then once you find out all of those, the thought process and the details behind it, you just love it even more.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to see, again, like I said, when human Sulin for this, I just squealed because it was so obvious what she was playing. You know,
I have to get her to wear it at Malkier again, or Malkier. So my favorite Rob piece, maybe, I suppose. Yeah.
He's got so many good pieces, but that's also another show for another time. So.
Yes.
And we will move on.
That would be good.
So, Mel, this is yours.
Rob Goodwin themed show would be.
Ooh,
I mean, okay, all right. This actually, sorry, this is my girl, so this might be my favorite now. Actually,
this one's my favorite.
Like
Mel actually took the effort to type
snake
in her
thing?
favorite.
I love it so much. Okay, so it's like a porcupine and like some sort of snake skin all together as a thing. There were like pictures of her in the car trying to like sit in a car wearing this while they were on the road and it was impossible. They had to put it on her afterwards. Like, this is just, it's so good.
I just love that from Patrick there. Ever since the Jurassic Park reference, all I can hear is Jeff Goldblum critiquing these outfits in my head. Do we have anyone who's a good, imitator in the fandom who could do that?
If any of the Foldies know somebody who can do a good Jeff Goldblum impersonation, we'd like to send that person clips to record for us.
Yes.
Man,
I need this now.
I mean, it's not just because I'm a Shido. It's just because like they just let Savannah be just. I love this interpretation of Savannah as just like a queen of the desert in ways that didn't didn't make her a joke like she kind of was in the books, you know.
Well, and Sharon said this in the interviews, and I don't think it's posted on her Instagram, but apparently 3 days before shooting, Rave came in and looked at the costume. He's like, "Oh, didn't I tell you that she was supposed to be like the Lady Saroth of season 3? And Sharon is like, "No, you didn't tell me that." But she had these porcupine quills laying out on her desk for whatever reason, because it's Sharon and she does things like that. And so they completely revamped the costume in 3 days. So this neck piece and headpiece were created in 3 days.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and this neck piece is all leather. So, yeah.
Snake.
So it's not. It looks like it's metal, but it's actually leather. So.
To me, it reads snakeskin to me.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, and that was ironically not the intention, but it was just intended to be very sinuous, I think Sharon said. So even though sinuous is associated with snakes, but like, yeah, it does. I thought snake also.
Yeah. I like the talkie's comment on this post here. The drama on this show is unmatched.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh,
accurate.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Accurate. So, yeah, definitely a favorite look. Absolutely.
Right, and then I think...
she's
yeah, so this is just some more, the
Amazing.
Video of the headpiece.
I love that it's giving like 80s.
Yeah, it's like she's got a porcupine mohawk almost, you know?
Punk rock, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very mohawky.
Mm-hmm.
Very token razor.
Only 75 porcupines were hurt in the making of this costume.
Oh, why?
Like Blinded Fool, put that in chat, sorry.
Oh, rude. Hey, Blinded Fool.
Ah.
So, Mel, was this one of yours or was this one of...
No, I think it was Amise's. Yeah.
Amise loved Naomi's Dark Friend costume. And so this post, I actually don't think Rob did this one, the leatherwork on this one. It's somebody else. Rob Goodwin. Yes, I know. They've got multiple leatherworkers.
Impossible.
Yes. But yeah, so just kind of, so that's Tower Naomi, and then this is Badass Bitch Tantico Dark Friend.
I just love how well it's sort of like aside. It's kind of like, you know, she got a glow up. You know, it's still, she's still wearing something similar. It's the same color. Her hair's still pulled back, all those things. But it's just like, she had the little drama punch, you know, from Tower look there to goth look, you know, leather hair slightly braiding the sides and stuff. Like, it's just that little, you know, just that step further in the drama category, you know. And it's great, you know. Might be my favorite Black Aja outfit.
The ear cuff,
but not
braids, the hair braids. Also, like, just add it. Yeah.
Naomi's yours, not Jane.
Are they all your favorite?
I don't know. Like, you know.
Here's your next favorite.
We'll decide. I mean, Alana's a hard favorite. I mean, seriously. Like,
this was a Mies as well. She really enjoyed Alana's. Sorry, this is very graphic. But yeah, it's all the pieces of Alana's costume. There we go. Less graphic.
Less graphic, yeah.
Did she say anything about the like bondage necklace thing? And did Sharon say anything?
That'll be for another episode at another time.
All right, sounds
Put
good.
that down in the question category. There's a few characters that end up wearing, like, you know, neck pieces that don't seem to attach to the rest of the outfit except for like one strap or something like that, isn't there? Like Egwene's got something similar going on, isn't she? In one of her outfits. So yeah, I know. I love how this looks like armor, but also is a fashion piece as well, almost. For Lana.
If you recall from the mood boards that Sharon did for the Aja, for the green Ajas, it was that combination of feminine, almost business wear paired with structured armor, so like shoulder pieces, corsets. So if you look at Jane's, when in her episode 1, like she's got a corset, but then she's got this very like haute couture neckline, but still has shoulder armor, almost like decorative shoulder armor. So, and that is very much the green Aja aesthetic. So even when you go to, because I got one more picture, well, I got two more. I got a couple of Alana, because, you know, it's Alana. And
I mean, Priyanka was probably like, "You're doing photo shoots, all right? I will spare. I'm gonna get this scene in 2 takes. I'm gonna get this scene in 2 takes."
She's really shy, but she attempts to go out of her comfort zone to take pictures. So.
Wow.
She's so shy. She's
so shy. Super shy.
Really struggled to find photos for this year's snack calendar. Really.
I bet. Yeah, I know.
It was tough. Yeah.
But here's one of her other outfits. So this was one that Amise liked, and I didn't. Sharon hadn't posted pictures. Was Alana with Perrin under the pear tree. So unfortunately, that wasn't handy via Instagram. So, but
my favorite outfit with polka dots on, I would say. So.
So a little
even though they're not polka dots, it kind of like, you know, there was that tiny vibe. So
like, sorry, this is extremely graphic. We need a content warning on all this.
Oh man, she even looks good in her green shift.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So
on death's door, and she still looks banging. So
anything Alana wears, I think we can all agree is like Alana is an entire vibe.
All right, this has got it. If anyone who doesn't think this is a favorite outfit, leave chat now. You know, like this dude is regal drama at its fucking brilliance. Seriously.
And we are allowed to love the bad guys. So.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
he compelled us to do so, so we were compelled.
Just the prince consortiest of prince consortiest.
But it's just all the pieces put together. So just the scarf that's tucked in, and then the multiple layers of fabric that are cut in the same angles. The asymmetry that's associated with Dark Friends and Forsaken. So.
And then the ear thing. It's the
ear
thing that makes it like the
dude. It's there's an added perk to that. Dude picks up like HBO and 3 cable channels with that thing. It's amazing.
I love it.
It's so multi-purpose. It's brilliant.
I want one of those.
And he pulled. You have to have an entire aura to yourself to pull off this outfit.
Yeah.
Like he just
dude's got like a cape on it, basically. You know, like it's amazing.
He totally has a cape.
Yeah.
Well, the intention initially for this was for it to be a veil, because Sharon wanted the queen, the heritage of like queens and the male consort. So because he's the consort to the queen, so having a veil. But then it started like being convoluted with the Tanchico vibe, and then like trying to cover his face like that, like, or do like the what is the Spanish wedding veil?
I don't know.
Chat, help me up. It's like a Mira or Madeira or something like that. But like it just wasn't working, so they turned it into a cape.
Got it.
This is the one time that Edna was wrong.
But he's not fighting in this. What he's doing is he's just waggling his little finger and channeling. So
what I'm really entertained by is in the context of the world, he comes out and then a month later he's at the White Tower, right? So he's like at the White Tower a month later. So sometime in between him coming out of like being in like trapped for all eternity, he sets his sights on Andor, ends up in Andor, and then somehow manages to find tailors and seamstresses and all these people to like make him this stuff that he definitely needed right then.
Thank you, Glenn. Mantilla. That's what I was looking. Mantilla. Yes.
Nice.
It started with an M. Yeah, but I'm sure he was just like, this is your priority, get it done now.
Yeah, I know. He's just like, you will
work until you drop dead and
compel you to make me glorious.
Yeah, make me this entire wardrobe, none of which I need right now, but I might need at some point. Hey, look, I need 2 weeks. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right. So moving on.
This
is another of Amisa's favorites, was Moraine before her final outfit. So the V-neck one, which is just very flowy. Look, I would wear this in daily life.
Yeah.
And there are so many outfits, especially in this season, that I was like, oh my god, I would 100% just wear that on like IRL.
Yeah, it's up there my favorites. Yeah. I think this might be my favorite. Yeah.
Good job, Rob. You're doing great.
Yeah,
you're doing great.
I told you I'd find a favorite one for you at some point. So.
I put this up because I knew this would be Rob's favorite.
This one is my favorite way to clean my house.
Hey, a
Look,
Swiffer head.
So Rob,
Exactly.
tell us why you love this look so much.
Okay.
Yes,
So I
please.
love this look. I love this look because it's not just drama and presence, but it's practicality and efficiency. Okay, so we have a great phrase in hospitality, maybe just in the UK, probably just in the UK if I'm honest, where like you always get like lumped with like 1,000 things to do at once, and people say like, yeah, and I'll shove a broom up my ass and sweep the floor while I'm at it. Well, this is the actual proper efficient way to swiffer the walls of all those cobwebs and things that you've been like, I need to get this done and that done, and while you're just running around and doing stuff, you can be swiffering with your head, and you just absolutely you clean twice as fast. It's very efficient, and it does require hand washing. It's it's a little delicate, but it dries very, very quickly, so it takes minimal time in that respect. You save a lot of time on the cleaning, a lot of time on the drying, and do you know what? It's just super comfortable, super comfortable. So if you're having an overwhelming day, you can put this on, and it's just like a soft, cloudy hug for your head. Okay, so any stresses and worries can just be soothed away by like a cloud envelopment feeling, and you feel pretty well doing it. So it's a lot of wins. It's a lot of wins.
Good, thanks. Thank you for that very thoughtful explanation on your favorite costume piece from the entire season, Rob.
It's my favorite,
Absolute
favorite headpiece. Sharon, if I could have one of these, please. Sharon, if you bring one to WhatCon, I will wear it.
You have to wear something else, don't you?
I do, yes, no worries.
You lost so many bets.
I have not lost. What bets have I lost?
Well, I guess it's neutral at this point.
I have not. If you are talking about Asmodean being in season 3,
His male admirer,
the male admirer of Matt, who is Asmodean, I will bet anyone that it is. I'm so just in that zone. It's been neither confirmed nor denied. In fact, that Amazon and Sony is why you need to renew the Wheel of Time, because I need to be right and claim these bets. So, but yes. Sharon, bring this and I will wear it at WhatCon, as well as my Savannah outfit that I'm working on. So
nice.
Glenn, we'll talk about the hair later. Remind me to talk about the hair later. Glenn just put a comment in chat about the hair. So this is my favorite Sea Folk outfit. I love that I'm breaking Leigh-A every time I do this.
So I really enjoyed the Sea Folk, the Athenmare costumes. I just thought that they were very practical. Also, I'm so glad that the women were not going topless. So as much as I love boobs, like, can we please just...
I don't care who you are, you're sailing the ocean, it's going to be fucking cold.
Yes, it gets chilly. So, but just the costumes, I thought that they were gorgeous. I love the aesthetic. It's very practical for shipboard life, for the most part. Well, maybe the long flowy, but she's a windfinder. Like, she's allowed to have a little bit of. She's not climbing up in the riggings.
Look, she needs something that blows in the wind because she is a wind finder, and this is how she can signal to the non-channelers. Look, I have found the wind.
It's the Sea Folk equivalent of the tinfoil hat.
Exactly.
She gets reception.
Sharon and team, I do love the outfits. I feel like I'm just taking the piss now, and I don't want to.
Oh, like, it's so good. It's great. They're great.
We know you're sassy. But yeah, it's just like they weren't overcomplicated, and I loved everything about it.
And they hired dancers to dance the winds.
Yes. Yeah. And like it fits with the jewelry that they're wearing, and it really does it feels like its own thing, but it fits in the world.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. There's lots you can deep dive on this.
And we will.
We will.
But that's not tonight.
That's not tonight.
So again,
tonight's an appreciation post, and you're going to find out which one is Rob's favorite. That's what today is about.
And yeah, so just more loving on the Athenmare
Oh, great.
costumes. So,
Speaking of dancing,
here we go.
there we go.
There we go. There we go. But I think that was a lot of the intentionality is something that it's something that Mel that you can appreciate. Dancers would wear. So,
Love it.
all right. And this is just the general. The rest of this is we just appreciate everything that Leon wears.
Like pretty much anything they put in.
Pretty much.
All right, this actually. All right, I know I've said a few. This one, I mean, this. How is this not my favorite? This is my favorite.
And I think a lot of, for me, this was another one. Mel, was this you or a Mies?
What?
That nominated Leon as their...
For tonight, I only said the Savannah thing, so it must have been a me.
Okay. So, I would totally wear like 90% of the stuff that Leon wears, like in IRL. So
maybe I should keep growing my hair, and then it might actually be long enough to do that plait over the top type thing. Like,
ooh,
yeah, like it needs to be twice as long as it currently is by the time you do it. But like, you know, it goes over. Like, there we go. See,
that's what extensions are for. If you need,
there we go, extensions. There we go.
I don't know why that came up, but anyways,
you just wanted to torture me with that headpiece shot, didn't you?
Absolutely. But anyways, all of this came from Sharon's Instagram, which we will eventually do a lot more deep dives into various categories.
Yeah, we'll have to break it down into categories like, you know, cultures or
group, like
cultures, yeah, group
styles or like leather.
Yeah, some of the more details. She hasn't yet posted quite as many of the making of videos but also a lot of the making of videos for season 2 were done well after the season had ended.
Yeah.
So,
I think.
And also they were like waiting for season 3 because they knew that was coming. Whereas right now we're still waiting on a renewal. And I know that like, you know, Rob's working on a movie in somewhere. I can't remember now. But yeah, you know, so like they're off doing other things at the moment. So like they need to get back together with the costumes and such. So I'm sure those things will come.
Yeah, well, there also is like very, very quickly coming up all of the Emmy nomination season is soon. So I can assume that a lot of this stuff is being shared for that as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, very much so. But yeah, so yeah, I was able to tell you my favorite out of all of those. I hope you appreciated that.
Yeah,
Thank you, Rob.
I'm glad you were decisive and narrative.
Do you have a favorite?
Do I have a favorite?
Yeah.
I don't know. Can we go through them all again? Wow, Leia's face right now. Wow. I don't often get that from Leigh-A. Normally she's there encouraging my chaos. Can you tell that this is Leia's episode? Like we like to bring different things. That's one of the joys of Threefold Talk. We all bring a little different something to the formula. Leia's is absolutely fun ideas for our crazy events and costumes. And so when we were doing the costume, whenever we do a costume episode, I can kind of just be like, enjoy. And it gets to be a little chaotic. It's great fun. So if you couldn't tell, that's definitely me today. I'm scrolling through.
Well, speaking of Leigh, thank you very much for like looking through that and prepping it all. And
yeah, honestly, it's such.
And we're excited to celebrate more of that work with you.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to start narrowing it down and digging into some of the details. It was so hard tonight not to like just blah about all.
Yeah, no, I know that's hard.
Okay. Out of the ones you showed tonight, I have 2 favorites. How's that? Is that acceptable?
Yeah, sure. Because
okay,
I definitely did not choose only one.
I have to go for Gabriel.
All
right. Mostly because of how he carries it. Like it's insane, but like everyone from Andor was looking fucking fire, but he carried it better than the rest of them. Like they all carried it amazingly. I'm not saying anyone was bad, but like he walked in and I was like, it's like that was made for you, and then they made similar ones for everyone else, so they looked, you know, like each other almost. You know, that's obviously not the case, but it kind of like it was like I was born wearing this almost, you know. So that's one, and I would say my other favorite would be Savannah.
Good choice.
Good choice.
I've got to like, what is it with the tall, scary women? I don't know what's going on now, but like, I just love Savannah. I don't know. There's just so much I love about her, and yeah,
it's so epic, and it's just so unique. Also,
it is, you know. So yeah, I really love those. Those would be my two of the ones you showed tonight. So yeah, there we go.
So good. It's so good.
It's very good. So
we have more things in the pipeline for you. Specifically, our third annual is the wrong word. Our third seasonal stabby rankings are coming next week. Starting tomorrow on BlueSky, we will post all of the nominees for you to vote your favorite stabs of season 3 into the finals, and then the winner will be determined live with us, and we have a special guest coming.
Our totally valid stab rankings. Here they are, folks. We've been listing and creating. We have timestamps that we've put together and worked on. Hopefully, I've done the links correctly, Mel. I don't know if you checked yet or not.
I was doing other stuff, so I haven't looked, but I will. I guess I will find out in the morning when
Fingers crossed. But yeah, I'm excited for this for next week. The stabs.
Yeah. So if you haven't ever participated in a stab rankings before, it's chaos. We have very specific rules about what a stab is and is not. So if
that is actually something that we do have.
The only thing that we have rules about,
yeah.
but feel free to make sure that you check social media tomorrow and vote for your faves.
I will try to remember to we'll post it in the Discord server, and I'll try to remember to post it. I always forget that I can do this, but I'll do it as like a post on the YouTube channel to link to the BlueSky, so you can go and vote in it as well, folks.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, there's like I can make posts about things and be like, hey, this has happened, or that. It's almost like an announcement thing, but I can do like, you know, links and stuff like that, so I can do that. But yeah, I'm excited for this for next week. We split up the episodes. We went through, we listed all the stabs. Some of us had less stabs to check than others. Leigh-A, for example, had to review episode 7. There's a few stabs
and 5
and 5
and 7
5 and 7
and 7.
both quite stabby filled episodes.
5 was double your notes for one episode, and then 7 was an entire page, and I had multiple entries of so many stabs, none noteworthy.
Yeah, that's what I had my notes with me, but I took them back downstairs. Yeah, I think I had episodes 2 and 6. Between episodes 2 and 6, I had 9.
Here is 5. Here is 7.
Yeah, mine for 2 and 6 filled up what Leigh-A did for episode 5. I got away with it. I don't know why. And we randomly assigned episodes to each other, so like, you know, it wasn't like that was picked. So, but yeah, next week's going to be. You need to vote on these folks, and we'll take the top ones, and then we do our very, very awesome ranking systems on it. And our guest is going to be great for this. I know they're going to have so much fun with us. So I'm super excited for it. gird your spears, everybody, for next week. But please join us, and please tell other people to join us.
Don't gird your spears. Bring all of your friggin' spears in your
Bring all your
dagger.
spears. Prepare to
Just
stab.
No swords. No
Prepare
swords.
to get stabby. Let's just say that. And post this, I haven't done them since season 1, but I will go through and recreate. I need to do it for season 2, actually, but I'll create like a stab scale. We did it for season 1, and we've got these awesome gifts, like this, for example. I can make much better versions of those now. My God, I look back at those and be like, they're great. They are
You
great.
were really proud of those.
I was so proud of those, and I'm like,
good.
and I'm more
great.
experienced now, and I can make better ones. Those are great.
Okay.
They are great. I love them. They
So
will
you're gonna
always be
use
great.
the same clips, but just
I think I could probably make clips of some of these stabbies, and maybe we can make a new stab ranking. I don't know.
Ah, like
Yeah.
use season 2's
Yeah, maybe like
stab
season
winners.
2. Yeah, some of
And
the
then
winners.
make a new stab ranking out of season 2's stab winners for
Yeah.
the season 3 ones.
Maybe
That'd work.
we'll have some fun. But yes,
They're in the stab sheet.
They're in the stab sheet. Yes, Mel organized that for us because we all forgot that existed. So, yeah, I think that's it for episode stuff. Obviously, we'll have other Wheel of Time things coming on as we go, and bring in the news and such about Longy. Personal note for me, folks. Next month, you might have realized over the last few years, I've been doing this. I've been growing my hair. It is quite a thing. Like, 1 second, let me do that silly. I have a lot of hair.
I'm very jealous because my hair will never ever get that long.
There we go. I realized a few weeks ago, this is really weird having it like this now. 1 second. That's too much. That's all.
He just wanted a reason to shake his head and like show
Right.
it such luscious locks.
That's better. Okay. So I've been doing that, folks. I did it initially for a LAN cosplay, and then I realized, hey, I'll just keep growing it. So thanks, LAN. I appreciate that. And I was like, I'll grow it with the intention of donating it to a kids' cancer charity, because I've always been complimented on how luscious and how amazing my hair is and blah 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 blah. No, actually, you say that, Noma Garden. All the men in my family lose their hair by 25, except for the ones that don't. And then, touch wood, because I will do that anyway, then they just keep it. So as I just turned 40, I think I'm probably in the keeping the hair category. Anyway, it is going great. Cricket. I've been trying to get it to 12 inches or longer because that's their ideal length for the donations. They'll accept it from 8 onwards, but 12 is ideal. It's 12 at its longest point now. So I'm going to wait until later next month in June. And we're going to have a fun party, and because the cost of making wigs is expensive, do a little bit of fundraising, hopefully, to try and meet the cost of the wig. And then I will chop my hair off on screen. And next time you see me after that, my hair will be back to COVID lengths, which is how you all met me if you've been sticking around the past 3-4 years.
Short.
It's always real short. Yes. I have never, ever in my entire life grown my hair. I've never done this. So this is absolutely wild. I have huge respect for anyone with long hair because I've learned a lot over the last few years. So yeah, that's going to be coming next month. And then you will never see me ever grow it again, probably.
Oh. As Lynn says, I hope you grow it out again. And you're
I mean, maybe as I get in my late 40s, they'd be like, do you know what? I should no, because it's going grey, and you can't donate it when it's grey because it's for kids. So, yeah, this will probably be the last time I can grow it because it is starting to go grey. But I don't care about that. Anyway, so yeah, personal fun thing for next month. It's going to happen at some point. So,
awesome.
All right.
Hooray!
I think that's it.
Yes.
So watch out for the stabs going up on BlueSky late tomorrow at some point.
Tomorrow sometime.
Yeah, tomorrow sometime. We'll post out notifications when it happens. And as always, folks, like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you're new here and you come and found us, we'll be doing deep dives on these, amongst other things. And comment with your favorite costume from tonight.
Yes, please do. I want to know.
And if you want to put like 7, that's okay too. Just blame me.
Because we
Just
have very firm,
blame
fast
me.
rules. Only one.
Blame me. And I think that's it. So, yeah. Until next week, everybody. May you always find love, water, and shade. So, bye.
May you always find love, water, and shade.